So hello, Michael K. Alright, and we're off. Link's house has 20 rupees and the sanctuary has 20 rupees. Okay then.
We're seeing two different starts from our runners. Hacksaww is choosing to check Hylia Island first. If there's something good there, he can get it right away.
But it's just a heart container. Although, you know, personally, I might actually like that. If I don't know how hard the trick is to get up there, but
it's not hard. It requires an overworld glitch, and it's one of the more basic glitches. But for a heart container, I agree with Hacksaw's decision to ignore it. And heck, there's another one.
There's the lamp.
That's a very good find for Hacksaww. JC in the Lost Woods finds some bombs.
Yep, which is also nice to find, given that they're probably going straight to Kakariko after this. Another heart container. Or not. Okay, I saw 5-6 crystal and a crystal at Tower of Hera, but I missed what desert was. Also, I will be on double duty, so please gently let me know if I miss anything, because that might happen, despite my best efforts. Also, we start with boots because this is overworld glitches, and that just makes those glitches a lot nicer, I think is the reason they give it to you from the start.
Absolutely. And meanwhile, JC is checking the hobo under the bridge. He can clip over the barrier directly south of the river and then perform fake flippers.
Ooh, a sword!
That's a great reward.
Yes, it is. Also, yes, so all these minor glitches in the overworld. Oh, thank you. And those are all actually logically accessible. Allowed, you know, logically.
It's also great to see early Sahasrahla checks from both runners, especially Hacksaw's opening.
Oh, that's what I forgot. I knew I was forgetting something. Forgot the lamp. Yeah, this should be an interesting one.
And I think it was Furaime who popularized the Saha's first route.
Really? Ooh. I didn't even know Furaime did overworld glitches.
Oh yes, he's a
oh, we're getting another clip.
He's an OG glitched runner. JC is doing an upwards teleport. This allows him to clip from Sahasrahla to the Zora area. It can be a good way to get a potion or reach the potion shop quickly.
And another upward teleport. I think that's an upward teleport question mark.
Oh, JC's doing a map wrap. He is wrapping around the entire map of Hyrule. He's doing a specific diagonal direction that somehow avoids a soft lock, a hard lock, and rather he jumps into
what was the point of all that?
I honestly don't know if it's faster, but it's certainly swaggy.
No, yeah, gotta give him points for swag. Also, yes, I will be overly excited by the littlest of major glitches because
well, I'm overly excited by that map wrap because it involves a few difficult steps, and so I would call it the most difficult map wrap.
Oh, hey, he pulled it off beautifully.
Yes. Anytime I mention something like a map wrap, where you're making Link wrap around the entire world, it involves the risk of Hacksaww finds the flute.
Which
That's a
actually
non-required
isn't that
item, by the
big.
way.
I know. It's still fun because we get a swag duck anthem. Actually, I don't even know if that's allowed. That's the fun part. Hey, we can call it.
It certainly will speed up runners routing.
Sorry, guys, I'm still learning. I am used to getting excited over the duck. Forgive me. What was that tavern item? And just 50 rupees, but might get it. Nope. Gonna do the, I saw this the other day. Remind me where this goes again?
Directly south is the desert. So
Right.
Hacksaww performs the teleport and clip, and he goes directly south to the desert and is able to check and grab the silver arrows on Desert Ledge.
And JC doing a clip as well.
Right. From this direction, he goes directly south to the race game, so he may pick up the 250. Maybe not.
What was on the torch? I completely missed that in my fascination with these glitches. Ooh. Small key. You know, one nice thing about this desert we'll never have to be looking for boots, ever.
That's very true. And with Lamp, the runners could full clear it.
Oh, that's true. You can just do a thing to get to the top part. Words.
It was just a map on the desert torch, and there's the compass.
That's okay, so that means that this chest and... well, the big chest is gonna have an item, as is the boss. Ten arrows. In Nagina's cave. Guess Nagina isn't that far out of the way in this, is it?
That's correct. You can choose to come to Agena from the east or the north.
Man, I almost want to learn Overworld glitches just so that I can have all these awesome things.
In the blink of an eye, JC performed a glitch to go from desert to Cave 45. And what he did there was one of the most basic of Overworld clips, which is a spin speed state, and it allowed him to bypass the barrier. And some buffers to the left allow him to get to Checkerboard Cave.
How easy are spin speed clips?
Spin speed clips are as easy as holding a direction in one direction. If you can get a spin speed state, which you can do with a sword or with the hookshot, then you can simply push into a diagonal wall, and then it will sort of push you in a certain direction.
That might be good for me to learn, because I'm actually really good at spin speed.
Right, for anyone who's interested in learning Overworld glitches, there are a lot of resources available in Discord and in the Tourney Discord. there's been a lot of tutorials lately as well.
I think Super Scooch has made a couple, hasn't he? In the past?
JC?
No, Super Scooch.
Oh, yes. Right. For sure. Scudge's Overworld glitches video is the one that I watched to get into and learn this mode.
Ether?
Oh, okay. Ether is found in the dam.
Medallion only pretty much required for Misery Mire if it's a crystal or if it has something. I think, right?
That is exactly right. In terms of medallions, we only focus on Misery Mire. There could be some miscalculation or something involving Turtle Rock where you would want to go through the front entrance. However, with Overworld glitches, you can clip into the side entrances. And you can also use the mirror and perform sequence breaks to get you to the laser bridge exit.
I mean, assuming you have the mirror. Hammer? What is this, standard mode?
Hammer early is a very nice find.
Just 20 rupees next to the uncle.
JC tugged on the rocks in front of Landmolas, but it's no matter. He can perform a clip to hop over the rocks.
It looks like he's having a little trouble with that.
Yeah, he's going for...
There we go, he gets it.
There you go, yeah. He got a super speed state to just get a clip into the corner of the wall, and that allowed him to perform this little hop. And then it made him land on another corner or another part of the wall that allowed him to clip again.
Yeah, I'm just being mind blown.
In my opinion, he could have simply dash buffered along the diagonal wall and just hopped one time.
So that's our magic bat axis.
Powder and hammer certainly makes it easy. Hammer is just for convenience sake, because there is sort of a clip and a scroll that allow you to get to magic bat with powder alone.
Ooh. I'm assuming that's in logic.
It is in logic, yes. It's one of the trickier ones to learn, but it's certainly doable and expected. Oh, JC is doing bomb Landmola.
I can tell you from experience, this is not fun.
JC has 4 bombs left.
Hey. Alright. Also, sorry, I think I might have accidentally hit my push to talk there. Okay, 300 rupees in sewers.
Alright, and JC defeats Landmolas. It took 10 bombs and a lot of slashes, but he is awarded with a crystal.
Alright, Hacksaww saving the old man. Oh. Dang it. Alright, what's old man got for us today? 50 rupees. Okay, I think we're going for the clip into Hera? Maybe?
Yes, Hacksaww is wrapping the screen by performing an overworld glitch off the bottom of the map. He appears in front of the Tower of Hera. The camera is messed up when he does that, but he's able to memorize the location of the stairs. JC does an upward teleport into Ice Rod Cave, which allows him to not need a bomb.
Oh, basement required. Okay, looks like we're getting coffee break today. Or we're just doing this the intended way.
So as of now, JC has a sword, which Hacksaww does not. Hacksaww has a glove that JC has not yet found.
I'm assuming I haven't missed anything anyway. Alright, almost done with tile room for the big key.
Hacksaww seems to be setting up a death warp, which makes sense given that it's a long walk back from the big key.
Those torches just don't want to light today. Giving it a bonk for good measure. Oh, the pug's so cute. Also, graveyard ledge.
Okay, I missed which method JC used to get to Graveyard Ledge. He either did a spin speed clip or he used a teleport.
I'm not sure either. $50 rupees is the first item. Bombos is an Eastern Palace. Interesting.
So, taking a second look here, JC did get to Graveyard Cave by performing a spin speed clip. He simply clipped over the barrier with a spin speed state. He did have to hold certain directions to allow him to sort of get over that sort of rocky bottom part of the map.
Yeah. Oh, there's JC's glove and powder. Now, I think Moldworm has the second item, if I'm not mistaken.
A bit of a perilous fight from Hacksaww, but
Nope, he has the compass. Okay,
Hacksaww made it through. Three hammer hits.
I do. Alright. And there's the moon pearl.
Oh, there it is.
We have completely, pretty much unnecessary Dark World access the normal way. Hey! Can come in handy sometimes. Oh, misses that.
And I should just mention briefly, Hacksaww performed a downward teleport to grab the Moon Pearl. Now he's performing a sort of a turtle rock climb. He sort of wiggles, he does a downward teleport, and he wiggles to the right, which is kind of the only place in Hyrule where you can do that. And allows him
there's
to
just
the east.
one of these. Oh, sorry.
Right, if there were something on the floating island, then he would grab it, but he can skip the rupee.
Alright, how hype is Paradox Cave gonna be today? $5 rupees, heart container. Alright, blue mail. Also, I missed a lot of that hype. Wow, did I just. Wow, okay. Was there anything else in Paradox? I had to look away for a minute.
Really, just mail. So no progression in Paradox Cave, unfortunately. It should be mentioned the other mail upgrade was in Lumberjack Cave. So this is all we'll be seeing for armor upgrades, I believe.
I'm sure these runners are fine with this, though.
Yep. JC is coming into the Moldorm fight. He has a sword that Hacksaww did not have coming into the fight. So let's see how JC dispatches of the boss here.
Here's the thing, though. Even though you have a sword, do you really want to do fighter sword Moldorm? Like, ooh, ow!
Personally, I'm on your side with this, in that I would use the hammer. JC opts out of the. He opts out of the fight. He's gonna grab the Moon Pearl now. He's going to do this downward teleport. Hacksaww is now bypassing the Mitz blocked rock or portal here. Of course, it's not Mitz blocked in Overworld glitch logic. It's hammer blocked.
Yep. And it's Bombos, but we probably won't. I don't think we even can need. Can we?
It's if a player key locks themselves out of the front of Turtle Rock, then they will need to open the front of it. But I think that it's unlikely that they will do that. But it could be required by logic.
What's logic?
Yeah. Good question. Now, JC performed the same spin speed clip that Hacksaww did, but it requires a bit of a touchy movement, so he didn't get it the first try. Let's see if he does it again.
We're getting a hover. Ooh. Come on, you can do it, Hacksaww.
And then JC gets the clip the second time. And JC is actually going for King's Tomb here. He sort of got an out of logic jump, but he's rewarded with Master Sword. Very interesting.
Oh, no.
Hacksaww is hovering. He's got the technique. He can do it. but
Oh, I
can
know. I've seen
he
him do
put
it.
it to good use? I'm sorry.
Oh, I was just saying. I've seen him do it before. And he's just deciding, yeah, I'm just gonna leave that for later.
Understandable.
In fact, I actually learned how to hover decently before I learned how to do silverless Ganon. Oh no, I just thought it would be funny because I was like getting decent at it. Oh, and there's a map check. 5-6 at Turtle Rock. Green Pendant, Skull Woods, middle of the map has the pendants.
Mirror is found in Hyde Cave. So, I'd call that good.
Yeah.
So, alright.
Well, it does make it nice if you get stuck in like Fake Dark World or Fake Light World or whatever it's called, then you can just get out of it as well.
Yes, you, when you get stuck in Fake Dark World, and I'll mention what that is in a second, you can return to the Dark World using the mirror. If you are... So, what is Fake Dark World?
So that happens, I believe, when you die in a Dark World dungeon, but you don't have Aghanim defeated.
That's exactly right.
Because you know, the game thinks that you're in Dark World, you should have Aga completed, because, you know, that's what the vanilla game expects. That gets patched out in the non-glitched versions, but not in the overworld glitches or major glitches. Now, as far as anything beyond that, I'm not quite sure. It just kind of makes the game think you're in Light World, even though you're, you know. The game gets very confused. If you could explain further.
No, I mean, that's all I know. Oh, JC, by the way, did you know that Death Mountain is directly above the waterfall? So JC was able to do a sort of a Death Mountain descent directly into the waterfall. He didn't find anything there, but as a quick check.
I actually did know about the whole, you know, Zora area being right nearby, just because I've spent way too much time looking at a map before because I got lost. Okay, we're back in Kakariko. Checking and I completely missed what Sick Kid was. Yeah. Alright. Time to find out what magic Bat has for us today.
Meanwhile, JC is in Hookshot Cave. He's getting ready to hover as well.
JC can hover?
That's right.
How did I never know this? Okay then.
That was a confident hover. One mode that JC likes to race is no logic. Oh, the bonk was misaligned, so he missed that check. He'll go back.
He's gonna have to do 2 more hovers.
Mm-hmm. So if there were no logic to the item placement, if items could just be anywhere, it could do something like put hookshot in a hookshot block chest in a hookshot cave. So
You know,
I've seen JC hover back when he would race those.
I've been told before, and I don't know if this is accurate, but someone told me once that there is a way to get the other chests in Hookshot Cave, without hovering or the hookshot.
That's
That's
true.
true.
It would involve door glitches, which are indoor glitches.
Okay.
Sort of a next tier of major glitch. Meanwhile, Hacksaww is in Thieves Town, and will he full clear Thieves Town? He has Mirror. It is a pendant.
Well, nope.
Yeah, he's got his Mirror out. He finds half magic at least. JC is performing sort of a catfish DMD. He's going directly from the Turtle Rock screen to catfish. This makes catfish an easier check when you're sort of in that area.
Makes sense. Just 20 rupees.
Just 20 rupees, and would be nice. Oh, what is Hacksaww doing? He's setting up. He's doing something interesting here. He's going to perform an Overworld YBA. He's going to use a potion and screen transition at the same exact frame, and it's going to corrupt the Overworld screen a bit.
Is that the fake flute thing, or is that a
It is
one?
like a fake flute, but what he's doing is changing the collision of the screen. So there he goes. He's got a prayer transition.
What?
It changes the layout of the screen so that he can save the dwarf.
What? Oh my gosh.
And he mirrors to desert for some reason, and now he's back in Kakariko Village. That I cannot really explain. It just
My mind is blown.
So his also, after he saved the dwarf, he put the mirror in a particular position, and he's rewarded with a bottle, which is very nice. Meanwhile, JC, I missed how he navigated the overworld to get to Palace of Darkness, but I imagine that he clipped in from the north, and he's clearing pod. So Hacksaww did put his mirror portal in a place that he could access it. It is possible to kind of trap it if you're not careful. But he is able to continue his route.
Oh my. Yeah, so just 50 rupees on Bumper Cave. Mushroom, do you want to do a fetch quest?
Not really. But we did see a potion shop clip before, so we might see that again. Oh, or maybe not, because they do have the flute.
I don't actually know which would be faster. Just because flute does take a little while for the duck to get there.
It's close, but I believe floating is faster.
So fun fact y'all might not know, but if you get spin speed and walk into King's Tomb, you don't have to bonk or anything. You just walk right into it and it moves.
Right. It just requires holding out a sword, basically. You don't need a sword, you can just hold B. Alright, so Hacksaww was able to find the sword that JC did. So he's finally equipped with a fighter's sword. JC finds a fighter's shield in Pod.
Nothing much in Pod, really, at the moment. Except that mushroom. Are we doing I don't think this is the GT clip.
Hacksaww may be going to the Pyramid Ferry. He's wrapped the screen, and when he places a mirror portal, it actually puts the portal in a different spot. But he's still able to correct his camera by entering this cave here, multi-entrance cave, and now he's looking to Death Warp because he wants to warp, but he wants to return. He wants to keep that mirror portal placed. I'm not 100% sure why he doesn't use the flute to get to where he wants to go, but if you didn't have flute, you can simply Death Warp.
JC getting into Tower Hera.
JC didn't defeat Moldorm, so now it's time for revenge, I suppose.
Oh yeah, that's right, fellow. Hacksaww? Is there a problem?
Hacksaww may be taking a moment. Or he's ready. He's continuing on. So he's mid glitch here. We saw him place a mirror portal somewhere in the world. It actually put it south of where it appeared. So it put it on the castle screen.
Pyramid Ferry.
Exactly. He didn't align quite right. It may involve his vertical position. It may involve him facing a specific direction. He's facing up. This might be good. Yes, he gets into the door.
He got it. Second try. Okay.
Yeah, he may have bonked before because he was facing to the side. And he's a bit stuck here, but if he taps up, it'll begin to pop him down, or he can sort of mirror clip out of it by positioning himself down a bit more. If he faces up here, he should be in good shape.
Nope.
That was probably in between the door and the outside, so that was
guard.
a bit of trouble. And then the guard puts him in a bad position as well. That's kind of frustrating.
Please.
This poor pug. He just wants to be in the correct world. He just wants to be in the dark world.
You know, I'm not even sure this is faster at this point than just flipping to the eastern area and going to Dark World normally.
Meanwhile, we're getting a Zora check from JC. Okay, so Hacksaw's back in the pyramid. If he taps up here, he'll begin to clip out of the door. And there he goes. JC gets a 500 rupee shield. That's kind of familiar. And there he goes. Hacksaww enters and exits enough for him to pop out.
You know, for one,
there we
Zora,
go.
Zora actually charging the correct price for something.
Yeah. Exactly. Oop. Hopefully a final mirror bonk for Hacksaww.
So for anybody who doesn't know why we're saying that's the correct price, there is actually a shield in the middle of nowhere, kind of south of where you walk to Kakariko, where you can buy a shield. I think it's in the light world, but it might be the dark world, and I'm just misremembering.
The Dark World.
Is it? Okay.
It's sort of a rarity shop directly to the south of the screen that JC is on right now. Oh, the flippers are in. The front of Escape has flippers. Hacksaww finds them first.
You know, I wonder if these runners even remember that they have regular, normal Dark World access, though. You know, you probably don't even think about that in these seats.
We did see Hacksaww take the swamp portal with using his gloves and hammer. And JC finds the Quake in Skullwoods.
Yep. So we know where all 3 medallions are.
That's true. There was a hint for Bombos in Eastern.
Yep. We don't know where in Eastern, but it's in Eastern.
Right.
Unless,
don't know if it's
of course,
bow block.
it's on Armos, in which case, then we're still looking for the bow for that last medallion if Myers, you know, Bombo.
Or if it's required for Ice Palace.
That's a good point.
Oh, it looks like Hacksaww is using his flippers and will...
I think that's both items. Quake and however many rupees that was.
Okay. So Hacksaww will find Tempered here at the Hobo.
Yep.
So, interesting reversal. Hacksaww was swordless moments ago, essentially. And now he has the sword advantage.
Alright, we're getting... Oh, we already saw Pod. I think it was just Mushroom and a shield in there, right?
Right.
Have we seen Mushroom yet?
No, I don't believe so. So JC entering Thieves Town. You have to wonder whether he'll full clear it.
Well, I mean, it's a gamble. It's a decent time investment for a pendant dungeon. But, you know, there's quite a few items in Thieves Town.
Exactly.
Although I know we at least have found 2 items, we might have found the 3rd. But JC is going to the back.
Yeah. I don't blame him. It's already 44 minutes, and we haven't found a ton of progression yet. Our runners are still looking for Fire Rod and Ice Rod and Cane of Samaria, just for Turtle Rock.
Where was Moon Pearl again?
Moon Pearl was on the top of Spectacle Rock.
Has JC not been up there? Like, look.
I believe they both found Moon Pearl.
I probably just forgot to mark it. Alright. Successful bottle glitch. This is 2 items we haven't seen yet.
I didn't notice that JC didn't check these. Just a key.
He doesn't have a ball yet, and there is a way to hover it, but it is a very, very, very difficult hover.
Right. It involves changing direction on a specific frame while mid-hover.
Yeah, it's specific pixel and a directional change. And all the while watching this, you have to maintain your, rhythm, and it's... I have seen very good hoverers fail it.
Wow, nice.
I have not seen that before.
Did you see that on the Hacksaww screen?
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, it was an unusual damage boost to the left on the railing, but Hacksaww was able to maintain balance and continue up.
I think that would technically be classified as minor anyway.
Yeah, if it's anything like the bomb jump.
It's classified as minor for the same reason Hammer Up is. Swaggy as heck, though.
JC is in the blind fight. He just needs to perform the scripted 9-hit fight, and he should be on his way.
You know, one of the newer things I have... Ooh! Well, okay, that's nice for a few things. Not really required, but, makes a few things a lot nicer.
Right, and it may be a logical requirement. We're not sure. We haven't seen Spike Cave.
The thing I was talking about, though, have you seen the GT Mimic clip?
I have.
It is... I'm hoping
so you're talking about bypassing the Mimic's rooms?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Right, so we may see that in this tournament. Ganna's Tower may be an early trip for our runners. They might not have the bow, they might want to full clear the dungeon. But so far we haven't seen either runner go into GT.
Yeah. Also, there's also a Moldorm 2 way to do Moldorm 2 now without the hookshot or the hovering.
Yes. That would be amazing to see.
Although that one is very, very difficult. Bombos on Meyer. Okay, Bombos is required. But we know it's in Eastern.
So Hacksaww is in Eastern, and we'll find out. A unique item is in Ganna's Tower. Almost a useless hint.
Yeah, that's kind of almost... Yeah, there's our Bombos medallion.
Alright. Doom Tap raises a good point in chat, which is that the hint can be a good reminder, because Ganon's Tower is almost always a good play.
You know, I gotta wonder though, there's always guaranteed to be a boots hint. What does that boots hint say in this mode?
You've got me there, I actually don't know how that's different.
Probably something like the boots are on planet Zebs.
Hacksaw's approaching Ice Rock Cave? He won't be doing an upward teleport into it, he'll just bomb it like normal. JC performed a screen wrap on the Tower of Hera screen, so he is also potentially screen wrapping his portal.
Hacksaww getting stored water walk.
Yeah, Hacksaww dashed down Ice Rock Cave, so we'll see him walk on water in a second.
Might have messed it up though. No, apparently it still works after you bonk. Never mind.
Exactly. He just doesn't want to bonk while on water.
Oh dear.
Yeah, Hacksaww has flippers, so the flippers interrupt the water walk, but he got to where he wants to go.
That's always annoying. It's just like, no, I wanted to walk on water. I don't want to swim. Dang you, game.
Ashura raises a point about whether a hint will be correct if it mentions that something is hammer blocked. And if a hint mentions this, it will be correct, because regardless of logic, items that are hammer blocked, items that hints point to will be anything that's hammer blocked in both modes. In other words, it won't point to anything. The hint will not point to anything in Turtle Rock.
Yeah, but mainly because of inverted, I think, because you can mirror onto, you know, the different platforms.
Right. JC finally gets the hammer, as he does the secret passage and escape, and he gets his flippers as well. Hacksaww turns into Mushroom.
It's gonna be just 20 rupees. That's a cheap mushroom. Or expensive.
Is this an Ice Palace play from Hacksaww? It is. No, it is not. Sorry to laugh there, but Hacksaww noticed that he has everything he needs to full clear Ice Palace. He just didn't approach it from the right direction there.
Yeah.
He doesn't have the mitt, so logically Ice Palace is not available. But he could, if he wanted, he could mirror wrap into Ice Palace or find some other way inside.
Mirror wrapping seems so terrifying.
The thing about it is it can be faster. It is used in the all dungeon speedrun. So if you came from the Swamp Palace screen, oh look at this! Hacksaww is screen wrapping himself 4 times.
And
twice.
doing it again. Geronimo!
Yeah, so that is the Death Mountain Super Drop. The multiple screen wraps allow him to transition and just be in South Dark World. And he corrects the camera by going into a dungeon. And so now he's on the screen that I mentioned before, coming out of Swamp Palace. He wants to get into Ice Palace, so he's going to use the mirror on the same frame that he transitions. And then it will sort of disrupt his position.
Then why doesn't he have mirror out? There we go. Okay, that game is very confused.
Right, Hacksaww just has to go sort of up to the right place, and then he'll transition very far to the right.
This is kinda just weird to look at. You're like, half the screen's one thing and half the screen's another thing. For the same player.
Yes.
Thanks, game. We totally didn't know that yet.
Meanwhile, JC performed a clip into the moat in front of the pyramid, and this is an in-logic check for him. He's going to sort of clip out of the water and see what's in the hammerpeg cave. And it is in logic.
There's the book.
So nothing in hammer pegs. Hacksaww does find a Mitz-blocked book in Ice Palace. So he may realize that this is a sequence break. But it doesn't matter. It is a crystal that he does need. I'm sorry?
Why is it considered one, you know, given that it only requires an overworld glitch?
It's because there are many overworld glitches, some taking more precision than others. So only certain ones are in logic. Easier ones are in logic. It makes overworld glitches sort of more accessible than, say, major glitches logic.
Well, I mean, I think that if you're doing major glitches logic, they're just like, you better know everything except hovering.
Yes, they better know everything to be competitive in a tournament, I would say, because we will likely see sequence breaks every race. But it is not a requirement for any randomizer player to perform a mirror wrap, which again requires a sort of a same frame input, direction and Y in the same frame.
Oh,
and then you risk soft locking or hard locking.
So do you just get like, is it kind of like the fake flipper hard lock? Or?
Yes. Well, sort of, I guess. Because it's an infinite scroll. So you can't get out of an infinite scroll in either case.
Actually, I think fake flippers is an infinite, is it? I think it's just like really, really, really long. If I remember hearing that correctly.
Yeah, I'm not certain. We're seeing JC perform a clip over the barrier that will screen wrap him to Ganon's Tower. So it's an interesting thing here. We have Hacksaww full clearing.
Also, I called tile room for GT Big Key.
Well, there are the mitts available in Ganon's Tower. Tile room. If that is true, then we won't be seeing we won't be seeing.
Oh yeah, not yet. I always call tile room. Alright, are we getting a hover? We are getting a hover. There's a way to bomb jump this, but hey, hovering's more swag. And probably easier in their books.
And faster in that case. JC finds a hookshot blocked big key in Ganon's tower. And the shovel.
What's the logic anyway?
Mirror shield is found in the map room.
Yep. Actually, I just marked that on the wrong player. Good job.
Hacksaww finds the bow in Ice Palace. This is very good for Hacksaww. He'll be able to go into Ganon's tower, possibly
You know, that's a
defeating the
good
boss.
point. Does JC know the mimic clip? Because if not, he's gonna be, you know, sitting there without a bow, so he's just gonna have to leave.
Yeah, it's true. If I were in JC's position, I would not be doing the mimic out of bounds clips because I could just simply come back later with the bow and do it much faster.
Yeah, but then you're getting Ganon's tower out of the way, you know? You can hover anyway. Fire Rod.
That is a good find for JC.
I think the Hacksaw's found all 3 items in Ice Palace. The book... Wait, no, the shield was on. Never mind, he might not have. No, he hasn't. Ah, it's hard to keep track of both people. Just a small key in the big chest. Yeah, it's kind of scary to think, you know, just thinking about how many people probably skip the GT big chest in this just because their muscle memory says otherwise.
It has happened. It happened in the last tournament. I wouldn't be surprised if it happens again.
I mean, I've seen somebody skip Link's house before, like, everything at some point. Yeah, someone had go mode in Link's house. In a tournament is qualifying thing.
That sounds familiar.
I forget who it was, but it was really sad to see.
So, JC has sword beams. He's able to spam them to make the Ice Armos fight doable. It's a slog, but he's getting through it.
Chet telling us some details. Anyway, that's all of GT that JC can do at the moment.
Right. So, what is next for JC? It seems like Eastern Palace is a big key here, since it had Bombos, which opens up, well, the first room of Ice Palace. JC got the Myths, that sort of logically gets them in. He also has Fire Rod, so we may see. I wonder if we'll see JC go to Ice Palace soon. But he's on top of the mountain. I wonder if this could be a Turtle Rock Club play. He's going to Spike Cave.
I also remember the time someone left the mini moldworm NPC.
I remember that happening in the entrance shuffle tournament in 2017. That was
Oh gosh, we
a
need more of
struggle.
these, like, we need more of these, like, side tournaments, honestly.
Yeah, there's a lot that randomizer allows in terms of competitive play. And there we go. We are seeing JC go to Ice Palace. This is good for him. He did get a sequence broken fire rod. This is a good I think this will be a fortunate sequence break for him.
Yep. And again, thank you, game.
And Hacksaww, where is Hacksaww going? He is going to Misery. He's going to the Misery Mire screen. It'll be interesting to see if he dips that dungeon. And he performs the sort of Mire clip. The one that he performed is sort of a basic downward teleport, and it allows him to skip the flute. Of course, like we mentioned, the flute is not required, and it's sort of one of the essential fundamental ways to get into Misery Mire. So Hacksaww hasn't earned the Desert Crystal yet, so he's going for that. He'll have a much faster fight than JC did, since JC just had a sword and a fighter sword and bombs. Hacksaww has silver arrows and tempered sword. And we're seeing a bomb jump from JC. He's using select buffers to get himself in position.
I like to just spin off the edge and then, you know, place a bomb and go.
That is a consistent method that I used to do as well. I found more recently that if by practicing the sort of dash turn method, it allows me to skip the fire bar and save a lot of time.
Alright, and that's land mode down for Hacksaww.
Yeah, the silver arrow fight made it pretty... what's the word? Trivial. So...
Some cash is underwater, thanks game. Such useful hints today. Oh, Bombos was so useful, but...
Yeah. Would be nice to see a more sort of interesting hint situation. Something like whether we should go to Left Side Swamp or Fire Block Misery Mire or something like that, but nothing too strange this seed. Hacksaw's reading the Hylian text on the Bombus tablet, and then he earns 50 rupees there. Again, it's just a downward teleport to clip on top of the Bombos tablet. And JC finds the bow now in Ice Palace.
Yep.
So at this point, we're more than an hour in. We're an hour and 10 minutes in. What are our runners looking for to...
Samaria and Ice Rod, I think.
Yeah.
And, well, yeah, and Hip Shot.
That's right. They do also need the hookshot to defeat Argus. We've seen both runners hover, so if they didn't need to complete the back of Skullwoods, then they would probably go for a hookshot skip if they could.
Most
Not this seed, however.
Overworld glitches runners no hovering, or is it just that the 4 I've watched in the past 2 days have? Like, is that a thing that most people learn? Oh my gosh, French vanilla Samaria, rude.
That's a good find for Hacksaww. I'm sorry, could you repeat that about Overworld glitch runners?
Like, the
learning
2
to hover?
matches I've seen of this tournament, all the runners have known how to hover. Like, is that a thing that most of the Overworld glitch players know?
I think it's a coincidence. I mean, they're both. It's just another glitch, really. It is helpful in this mode, but it's also helpful in no glitches. I think it's just becoming more common.
The bomb first. Okay, you got it. It's easier if you just place the bomb and then start moving to the right. Oh, that's true, Alistair.
Right. The fun thing about bomb jumps is there are multiple ways to set them up. So people sort of learn something that they're comfortable with. Even if it's not necessarily the freest setup in the world.
Hey, I mean, if you know the setup and you're consistent at it, by all means. Okay, there we go. I still think that cane was rude.
It was, and it was very convenient for Hacksaww because he had not defeated Landmola's. JC will not have that incentive to go to Misery Mire, so this could be a problem.
Actually, didn't Hacksaww do Landmola? I thought he did.
He just did it. He just did it, right? He just fought Landmola's with Tempered Sword and Silver Arrows. I believe JC was the one who did it with bombs earlier.
Yeah, I think so.
So that's why Hacksaww is in this region of the world. I'm not sure what would pull JC toward Misery Mire in the next few minutes, let's say.
I mean, do you really want to do Mire without the King of Samaria? Like, it's just something you never really feel good about. It's almost like doing Ice Palace without the hammer.
Absolutely. And we see a solid 6/ Cold Stare fight from JC.
Nice.
Sort of a familiar fight to NMG runners.
Also, that is both items.
And all dungeons.
Also, that actually opens up the right side again. It's tower now.
Yes. There may be progression there. There may be an ice rod there. There may be a hook shot. We do know a couple of things about hookshot. We know that it blocks the Ganon Tower Big Key, the shovel, and the fire rod.
Yep, and we won't be able to logically get past Moldorm 2, but you know, these runners can hover. That's not really an issue for them.
That's true. So that might be something we see soon. Actually, yes, we're seeing that from Hacksaww right now.
I mean, no real reason not to. Can probably do right side. Can probably do right side as well, but I think he'll be happy to find his fire rod before then.
Yes, that is an interesting thing that may come up. We'll see what Hacksaww decides to do.
Oh no, he's going right. Maybe he's just doing tower?
I've been kind of burned by this situation before, where I do the long setup to do a bomb jump in the right side, light the 4 torches with a lamp, and then later find the fire rod and left side GT. So I wonder if that's going to happen here.
Oh, I probably will if he goes and does the right side. That's gotta feel bad though, just being like, I could have used that like 2 minutes ago. Just a heart container, and nope, he's going left side.
Yeah, that makes sense to me.
Yeah, it's probably the smart play. Just be like, I'll go back there if I have to. Is that torch room is not pleasant without fire rod. Doable, yes. Pleasant, no.
Right, it is not fast.
I think you have like half a second leeway if you do it with the boots.
Yeah, at least. Well, something like that, yeah.
A unique item is in Ganon's Tower. We've found like multiple of those already.
That's true. Not only the shovel and fire rod, but also the cane of Burna. I forgot about.
Yup. And we haven't even done right side or the upstairs yet. Really helpful hint.
To answer your question, JC did not have the bow when he went into GT, so he dipped out after doing left side. Now Hacksaw's using a bomb jump to get over the hookshot blocked pit. There are a couple of different ways to set that up, but he got it first try.
Yep. An arrow. Right, we already. Never mind. Fire rod.
Yeah.
But he's happy he didn't do right side initially.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So Armos fights coming up for both runners. Armos 1 is a bit easier for JC than Armos 2 was for him.
You know, I actually saw Bo behind Ice Armos once. It was in an entrance seat, but yeah, it was actually pretty funny.
It is. It really is.
I mean, I think it can happen in normal rando too. Just like one of those situations where everything has to be nearly perfect.
So Hacksaww has a faster fight than JC did, since he did have the bow and JC didn't. So now Hacksaww is going to the right side. Happy to have that fire rod in hand. Now JC, he's performing the turtle rock climb. He's wiggling, he's hopping, he's jumping, he's bypassing the Lionels, and let's see what he's going to do here. Oh, he's got one more chest here, doesn't he? He still doesn't have hookshot, though. Right, okay, well, he's going for it. And to answer your question in chat, yes, the cane was in Mire. And it was the bridge chest. Alright, JC's back in action. He's gonna get the bonk, I believe. Oh no, it's a bit misaligned.
Yeah, that's something you gotta practice.
Alright, now he is going to Turtle Rock. He's doing a spin speed clip. He just needs to push the direction into the wall, and he's able to check Mimic Cave right away.
You know, he might have just picked a random sprite, honestly.
Just bombs.
Yeah, that bonk is very, very, very precise. If you're gonna learn to hover, you really need to learn that bonk. Like, it's just not... Yeah. You can't just eyeball that one and not be practiced with it.
So Hacksaww misfired an arrow, but performed a simple dash to defeat 4 enemies simultaneously in Gauntlet 1.
Yep, that... Yep, then... Wish I were as good as these runners.
Alright, so the fire rod is working for Hacksaww here. Getting through G3.
Also, on the note of sprites, my favorite's Rainbow Link. What's yours?
Mine is probably Swatchy. It's just a flat color Link. It looks like Link is colored with a bad coloring book selection.
Oh, hey, nothing wrong with that. Also, what's PW Link? Oh my gosh!
Interesting find for JC. The hookshot in the Turtle Rock Big Chest. He is sort of upset with it. He does not check Hookshot Cave. He saves and quits.
Yeah, that's required today. I mean, swamps of crystal, and to my knowledge, yeah. You probably can skip that requirement. No, because you have to beat Argus. I was gonna say you probably could with major glitches, but no, you need it to defeat Argus, right? Unless you
Actually,
do the crystal dupe thingy, whatever it is where the crystal drops.
With recent tech, it was found that the puffs can be, the Argai can be despawned.
What?
They can be scrolled off the screen with camera manipulation.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say, like, is that something that can be done with minor glitches?
Yeah, well, one reason that the camera unlock glitch is a bit controversial is that sorry, I should mention that what the runners are doing. Hacksaww is making his way up the tower. He's about to get the Moldorm 2 chest, perform the hover.
Yep,
He's got to do both things to do this check. Oh, it's just 20 rupees.
But we'll be able to defeat Aga too while he's up here.
Yes. And long story short, a major glitch, a YBA, can be performed before Argus to get to sort of navigate to Argus, and with an unlocked camera that despawns all of his Argai.
You know, I gotta ask, because now I'm talking to somebody who actually knows major glitches. Because I've heard it both ways. Is the pod unbowlock with the potion of YBA, or is that a different glitch?
You're talking about unlocking the
yeah, where you use
a potion while walking to the left, and you kind of mess with the camera. Yeah, it's camera manipulation. It's not really corrupting the data of the room like a YBA does, so it's a bit different. But it's sort of like, it's an indoor potion glitch, so it's basically a major glitch, but it's been allowed in the last
well, I mean,
months.
do consider hovering's allowed, and it can accomplish the exact same thing, so, you know, what's the real point in banning something you can do with another glitch that's allowed?
Yeah, it's about applications and exceptions. JC's checking the pedestal for us. Just cash.
Yeah, I wasn't sure, Asder, because I have actually heard quite a few people say it's a YBA, but I've also heard quite a few people say it's not a YBA. It's like, okay, which is it?
So Hacksaww is going into Turtle Rock a bit differently. I like this a lot. He's performing a mirror wrap. It's going to push him to the left. He's a bit misaligned, unfortunately, and he's soft locked into the walls.
Oh, Hacksaww.
So not gonna work. He needs to try again. And we get a lumberjack from JC, but it's just going to be a mail upgrade. So JC is running out of options. He's an hour and 29 minutes into the seed. He's got to go to Meyer. We might be seeing that now.
It's just kind of a... okay, I guess this works. Question mark. Not 100% sure on that one. Oh, he's going swamp.
Yes, I already forgot. Yeah, he got that hook shot. He's doing swamp.
You kind of need to...
Well, yes, but actually getting this hint is not a bad idea.
Yeah, he already got the item, sadly. Gosh,
Alright, Hacksaww does it one more time. I think it's gonna be good. Oh no. Oh yes!
You got something.
Alright, perfect. So, similar to the Ice Palace mirror wrap where Link is forced very far to the east. Again, it happens with Turtle Rock. He's forced to the east and right in front of the laser bridge door. And again, because it's a mirror wrap, it is not in logic.
But I mean, you can get this in logic anyway, right? The mirror.
Well, if the if he were to go through the dungeon like normal, then it's in logic.
I mean, like, can't you mirror onto Laser Bridge?
Well, if you mirror at the top of Death Mountain and clip through the barrier, you will fall onto the Mimic ledge.
Oh right. Wait. Oh wait. No, I'm getting too many things. This is gonna take a while. Bear with me, folks.
Well, the issue here is simply that Turtle Rock has 4 entrances, so you have to sort of think about the different glitches that are available, ways to route it the fastest. Hacksaww is not stopping at the big chest. In other words, if he needs to check the big chest, and he does, he'll have to find another way to get there. If he were to exit the laser wall, he could set himself up for an entrance that he could mirror to later. On the other hand, if he finds the ice rod, then he could mirror to the laser bridge and defeat Trinex. So we'll see what happens here. It's looking like ice rod's gonna be found in the next few minutes. I think it's going to be in one of these dungeons.
Oh wow, I completely forgot we needed Ice Rod. I was thinking we were in no mode.
Yeah, which dungeon do you think it will be in?
I'm gonna say Turtle Rock. Because, you know, the old classic.
I'm gonna say Swamp. We found Hookshot in Big Chest. Hacksaww, remembering that he does not have Hookshot, goes the correct way around the torches.
Which dungeon was the Hookshot in?
It was in the Turtle Rock Big Chest.
Right. Because he hovered across there.
Tensai, we have seen Bumper Ledge. It was not Ice Rod. It's in Turtle Rock!
Did we find it? Yeah, we did.
Truly incredible. Hacksaww needs to remember to go to the big chest. I think... Now, this is really interesting because when he mirrors, like I mentioned before, he'll be right at the end of Turtle Rock.
Oh
and
no.
he can beat Trinex.
Hacksaww, please don't forget to check the thing.
Nice cane dash from Hacksaww.
Beautiful. Oh, let's see. Trinex. Yes, Esther. Ice Rod was in Turtle Rock.
Yes, Doom Tap, I agree with that routing. We'll see if Hacksaww clips into the ledge to get the big chest. I think he will, because I don't think he's been to Mimic Cave. And I think he'll probably, count his items here. He should know he has one more to go.
I'm just trying to wrap my head around how disgusting the key logic must be in Turtle Rock and Overworld glitches.
And this is good. Yes, that's true. That's true. Hacksaw's fluting away. That's not good.
Oh, Hacksaww! Hacksaww, no! Why?
Yeah, it's one of those things. There's a lot to keep track of in the moment, and the items themselves can be distractions and sort of lead you astray.
Oh no! Tinsation is telling us he marked off all the items.
Okay.
This is really, really bad.
So maybe a miscounting error.
He probably just was like, I've done all the chests in Turtle Rock, I don't need to count. Because, I'm bad about that too. Like, I'm just like, oh, I know where chests are, I don't need to actually count. And then it comes to bite me in the butt later.
Yeah, counting is no joke. In Turtle Rock, it's easy to lose track because you have to deal with 4 keys along the way.
So can a small key be on Trinex?
No, a small key cannot be on Trinex.
Okay, I didn't think it would be, but, weird key logics. Oh man. Oh no, they're right. We're gonna get some interesting checks. JC needs to go to Meyer and get his Canis Maria and then go get his Ice Rod from Turtle Rock. Hacksaww needs to realize he did not get all the chests in Turtle Rock and go back there.
Yeah, we're in for the long haul here. Anything could happen.
I mean, I can't imagine it uses the same key logic, at least for Turtle Rock.
Yes, because the game will expect you to enter from that Turtle Rock ledge. So sometimes it will simply key lock you out of the front if you enter from the front.
Oh my.
And other times, if you enter from that Turtle Rock ledge and work your way to the front, sometimes you don't have the keys to get all the way to the front. So then you would need the medallion, logically speaking.
Oh gosh. Headache level logic trains.
Right. So one reason that the mirror wrap is very good is that it pretty much ensures that you do not need the medallion, because you can enter from the laser bridge exit and collect keys and skip key doors and such.
Also, I think I've marked something Hacksaww on Hacksaw's tracker that he doesn't have, because I saw a blank spot above where Cape usually is, and I'm not seeing that. I can't remember what item that is.
Offhand, I mean, it could be... Are you talking about the bug net? I'm not positive.
Oh, that might be it. Oh, they removed net. Never mind. That's why I'm confused.
Oh. Huh.
I thought Hacksaw got Shovel in Ganon's tower.
Yeah, I would say so. I'm kind of sad about losing the net in our tracker. But what can you do? It's more important that we know whether Aga 2 and 1 are defeated. In fact, we should mark Aga 2 as complete.
Oh, I completely forgot to do that. Oh, where is that on here? Oh, never mind. There it is. And he's just gonna find out it's 3 bombs for all that hovering effort.
Yeah, a bit of a struggle there. But
nice hook dash jump thing. I assume that's kind of the same concept as a spin dash jump clip.
yes,
thing,
exactly.
Whatever you wanna...
The important thing is to arm super speed. So
Fair
that can
enough.
be done with sword or with hookshot. Okay, so JC remembers that there's an item accessible to him. He just got one more item in Turtle Rock. However, he still does not have the Cane of Samaria, so he needs to go to Misery Mire to get the necessary progression. It's not just the cane he needs. The cane will then block the Ice Rod.
Yeah, but at the same time, when's Hacksaww gonna go back?
Yeah, for Hacksaww it's gonna be a memory game. Sort of a guess and check situation, unfortunately.
It's kind of the how fast can you full clear versus how fast can you remember that you skipped something that you've already marked off in your mind.
Anecdotally, 70 minutes. That's what it took for me one time when I skipped something in a dungeon. So it's you know, it can be bad.
The first
So
time
we'll
I
see.
tried to do a race without a tracker, I forgot the Moon Pearl in the Lost Woods. That was a thing. I have never forgotten the Lost Woods since.
That's one way to ensure your memory gets it right.
Another time I forgot Aga Tower existed in Keysanity.
Yes, that's familiar to all new Keysanity runners for sure.
And
Retro as well.
I wasn't new, it was my first Keysanity without a tracker.
Oh, I hear you.
Another time I was like, There's a bit of a story behind this one, but we won't get into it. Let's just say I was very concerned because my opponent still hadn't got done and we were 3 hours in, and I completely forgot Mimic Cave existed, which thankfully had nothing, but it got pointed out to me later.
I find that if I go through a seed, complete it, and then think about it later, there is something that I forgot, but it didn't actually matter.
Yeah, it kind of makes you wonder how many times you forget something in a seed and just never find out because, you know, it wasn't required. You just got lucky.
Right. We should mention JC did find the Cane of Samaria in Misery Mire. He still needs the Ice Rod, however. So, we may see him go back to Ganon's Tower. We may see him make a low percent play for Turtle Rock. But he will be on the right track soon.
I mean, at least in this mode, going to Turtle Rock without the Ice Rod isn't as bad. You only have to go through like half of it. Like the second time around, right?
We will see. If it were... Because I'm not sure whether JC will do the mirror wrap and go from back to front, or if he's going to open the front and make that check quickly and then go to the back. I don't really know.
Opening the front is very slow, though.
Yes, I agree.
Like, that's... what, 10 seconds you'll never get back?
Something around those lines.
Also, that was completely an estimate, and I don't actually know the exact timing of it. Sounds about accurate, though.
Yeah, and now with the hint tiles, it's something where you get the hint tile on the way. If you're doing Turtle Rock from another direction, then you would have to go to the front and then back out. Alright, well, Hacksaww finds his gold sword just like JC did in the first chest of Swamp Palace. He's still looking for Ice Rod. Unfortunately, he will not find it here.
I mean, in theory, Hacksaww has a better chance at this, but I also know how hard it is when you mark something off in your brain and on your tracker to actually remember it. So...
Right, for all intents and purposes, JC has the advantage.
yeah, he has more places to check, but he also hasn't marked off the location in his mind.
So where's JC going? He's going east. So he is going to Turtle Rock.
Good, okay, he's gonna be finding his Ice Rod soon, hopefully. Assuming he doesn't, you know, forget something.
And he is performing the mirror wrap. He is going to do backwards TR. So this is good for him.
Gets it.
Yep. And he bombs his way out of the wall.
You know, that actually seems like it'd be useful to learn also an overworld glitch is that you don't ever have to like go back through all of Turtle Rock.
Yeah, for sure.
Like
if you
risky
found,
or not, but go on.
right, if he found Ice Rod somewhere else in the world, then he could simply enter through the laser bridge entrance and beat Trinex. So JC is doing something else, though. He is just dipping into the different entrances to full clear it.
Yeah, nothing wrong with that.
Right. He just needs to find his way back.
Well, there's all of left side swamp for Hacksaww. Oh no, he still needs left side. Oh right, no hook shot. Oh dear. Oh, he's not even gonna be able to complete this. Well, that might be a slightly good thing.
Yes, because it means that he can more sooner go back to his blueprints and figure out what he needs to do.
So he can still finish pod. Does he really have anything left other than Turtle Rock at that point?
I'm not sure.
If he's not out of locations at that point, he's running close to the end of his locations. Ped.
Right.
Did they ever check Saha?
Well, I believe there was a hint for Sahaz. No.
That was the closet.
Yeah.
Wait, no, they both already checked Ped. Never mind. They might check Saha though. Oh, wait. Oh, is he doing it? He might be doing it! Oh, this is good. This is really... Oh no, he's just going to spectate. Press F.
And JC... he earns his Ice Rod. So now JC just needs to beat Trinex. So how will he get back?
We're so close, Hacksaww.
JC is going back to the mirror rock Look, no, he's not. He's going to the newish Turtle Rock clip that gets you to Laser Bridge, the sort of overworld the Laser Bridge clip. I don't know what we call it. It's Brahmin's clip. Brahmin Meat discovered this one.
I wonder if this
he gets it.
I wonder if this will be allowed.
Perfect.
Probably. Oh, goody. Here we go. Let's go. And I think with that, Hacksaw's pretty much... Oh, I mean... Yeah, JC still needs to do Aga 2. There's still a chance. Hacksaww really needs to get over there really quickly, though.
Mm-hmm. Right. Yeah.
Like, if he doesn't go there in the next few minutes, he's probably out of this.
JC earns his 7th crystal. And with that, we can play the... No, we don't.
Yeah, we kind of already found that thing.
Right. So, JC just needs to beat Agatu and Ganon at this point. He's got his big key. And he's doing it. He's opening the front of Ganon's tower. This is not something we often see. This is
opening Ganon's tower after we've already found the big key.
Right. It's a bit quicker to save and quit from Turtle Rock, and then do the Ganon's Tower clip. But you know, just a few seconds. So there's certainly nothing wrong with this play here, and it doesn't make a difference in this race, really.
Yeah, we were all talking the other day about how funny it'd be to see a no glitches or sequence breaks allowed tournament. And just like watch runners flounder trying to find the lamp and stuff.
It would be hard to avoid accidental glitches in this game since it's very easy to just mess something up.
Yeah, just have the same rules. If you do something you're not allowed to, if you reset, then you're fine. Or do something to remove the advantage. Actually, I guess that would still be an advantage. I don't know. It'd be kind of funny though.
Alright, thinking time for Hacksaww. What's left?
Might have to have a like rematch rule for that. Just like be like, if you accidentally do something, then if your opponent is okay with it, you'll just get a rematch. Yeah, or a 30 seconds added or something.
Right, so Hacksaww is in the double check things mode. He's got to figure out what he's missed.
Oh dear. Poor Hacksaww. I've been here. I think we've all been here.
Yeah. Absolutely.
You might want to move, though.
I mean, yeah. He's taking abuse from the red spear thrower. Doesn't really have an effect, though, until he thinks of the location it could be. Meanwhile, we did see a bunny sprite for Cat Boo on JC's screen. That is something I'd never seen before, actually. Cat Boo is an OG sprite, too, for this.
Oh gosh, I still remember when sprites first became a thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I've been around this, like, community for a very long time. I found this community, like, want to say, yeah, it was like a week or two into the first tournament.
Mm-hmm. amazing that it's been running strong for over 2 years now.
It feels like yesterday.
Alright, Hacksaww, you remembered he had shovel, but frustratingly it wasn't the answer.
Yeah, that's gotta be a bad feeling when you are like, oh, that's what I missed. Oh, well, that's not the answer either. Did he really not do a Gina?
Another, this is, easily missed. We'll see.
Alright, that's Aga 2 for JC. We'll be finishing up here shortly.
Yeah, JC is entering the Ganon site. The Ganon fight with Gold Sword, he should be fine. He's got silver arrows. He's got health advice from Ganon.
Alright, on to phase 3. And that's phase 4. Maybe get a double out of this. Yep. That's a double.
Very nice.
That's a single. And another single.
Interesting setup for a double that was not necessary. GG to JC.
With an official time of 2:02:42. And JC says he will join us for an interview in a bit. So I will say there is no forfeit from from Hacksaww, so he'll be continuing at least for now.
And he's going in the right direction.
Oh, maybe he's remembered?
Right. Well, the thing is, if our theory is correct, that he marked it correctly, but he knows that he left the chest closed, well then, he's going to make that effort to check the chest. So, let's see what happens here. He's setting up a clip, he's setting up a screen wrap here. This may be a faster way into the cave. Okay, he's not going for the screen wrap. So apparently he jumped off by accident, and now he needs to climb back up.
Stop hammer time, indeed.
Okay, Hacksaww is mirroring. Does this mean he hasn't checked Mimic Cave?
Nope.
Right, this is what I was wondering before. In fact...
Come on, just go right into the portal and go back up. Do it, Hacksaww, you know you want to.
Yeah, our theories might be... I mean, who knows? He may know that he's left it and just needs to go.
And
but here he goes.
There it is.
Yes, he's gonna hover to the big chest. Please.
He's gonna be so upset. How many rage slashes are we expecting? I'm gonna say 3.
I'm gonna say one single rage hammer. Nope.
Nope, just
Very good. So Hacksaw's in go mode. He needs to beat Argus, and that'll be the last boss before Ganon.
oh man, poor Hacksaww.
Yeah. This race has been back and forth, so it'll be interesting to get Hacksaw's thoughts if he agrees to an interview later. We'll find out.
Probably will. He's usually pretty chill. And again, this has gotta just be awful. At least, you know, at least he's already done Aga 2. But then again, doing Ganon on Tilt, I can tell you from experience, is, well, very difficult. I had everything you could want for Ganon, and I still managed to fall / die 3 or 4 times. Because I was very, very, very tilted.
Yeah. So hopefully Hacksaw. It looks. I mean, there's no like evidence of rage or sprite emotional expression from Hacksaw. So I'm sure he'll have a normal fight. We'll see here. It'll also be interesting to, if we get a chance to see the item counts. I'm wondering what the comparisons will be. What the counts will be.
I'm curious too. They both did a lot.
Yeah, Hacksaw full cleared Palace of Darkness. He has more hearts than JC did.
I'll be interested to know what prompted JC to decide, hey, let's just go to Turtle Rock after doing like pod and stuff.
Well, we can ask him. GG joined. I mean, GG to JC. JC joins us in the discussion.
Oh, hello, JC.
I'm kind of surprised I won. I kind of expected a dot done while I was in GT finally.
Okay, so about that, your opponent missed the hook shot. Did all of Turtle Rock, marked it as fully cleared, but didn't get the big chest.
Oh man. Of course, that big chest locked out basically the entire world for me. Since I didn't have the king yet.
Yeah, he did get to Mario a lot sooner than you did, but that kinda... He had quite a lead on you for quite a while, but then that happened.
Right. That lead, I mean, not lead objectively, but early progression, like Bo in Ice Palace. Hacksaww got in there with Bombas from Eastern.
And I didn't want to go to Eastern without that bow.
Right, and that
And that-
became sort of an advantage for you since you had that nice sequence broken Fire Rod to deal with Ice Palace.
Oh yeah.
So, JC.
I was halfway in Ice Palace, like, wait, Bombas could have been an armors, couldn't it? So, because I thought, my logic for Ice Palace, like, well, it should be in logic because of the Bombos in Eastern. Then I get a few floors in Ice Palace, like, wait, that doesn't mean it's not on the armors, does it? But, oh well, it worked out.
Yeah, so about what I was gonna ask before, it's like, so you were starting to clear pendant dungeons, you know, you did COD, and then you just decided, oh, let's go to Turtle Rock. Like, what kind of prompted you to do that?
Let's see, what did I have at that time?
You had
So I-
everything but the ice rod.
Oh, so at the very end when I decided to do Ice Rod? Or Turtle Rock?
Yeah.
I mean, I might as well just check. Because there were three places left where Ice Rod could have been by the time I was that far in. It could have been on Sahasrarla because I already got the 2 items in Skullwoods. It could have been in GT, or it could have been in T-Rock. There was no other place it could have been, other than those 3. I've checked everything else in the seed.
True. Also, GG's to Hacksaw with a 211.46.
I gotta remember that 1 pixel in Hookshot Cave, so I don't fall when I bonk off that chest.
Yeah, that's a tough one.
And it became bombs in the end. So it was that Hookshot Hacksaw, wasn't it?
Sure was. GG, dude. GG.
Ice Sequence broke the hookshot, so it locked out like most of GT for me because Big Key and Fire Rod was hookshot locked. It's like, oh, okay. I don't think
JC,
yeah.
Can you remind us how Hookshot was a sequence break?
I hovered over to get to the big chest. Was that a could you bomb jump against that one? But even if you could, it was a sequence break.
Oh, that's
I don't
right.
think you could.
Thank
I
you.
think that's 3 pixels, isn't it?
Right. To get big chest, that would require either Hookshot or Kane. That's it. Logically.
Yeah, it's like because I don't think bomb jumps are in logic, and hovering definitely isn't.
Exactly. Right. Thank you for that reminder. Yeah, I didn't follow that during the race.
Yeah, no,
Good
I
point.
was thinking about that, and I
That's
do
why
love-
that's why I didn't go back into GT until after our
Yes.
because I knew Kane couldn't be. So as soon as I got that hookshot, it became a game of finding that Kane again.
Yeah.
So, and then since I knew Kane locked hookshot and fire rod, well, hookshot locked fire rod, which also locked big key GT. So, right side and upper GT couldn't have my Kane. But until I don't even remember what point I started to feel somewhat decent on the seed. I got to each new branch like, well, there's not a whole lot of advantage going to one place over the other.
Right. Well, if I had been in your shoes, I would have felt good about Bo in Ice Palace, even though you got a second, because you probably knew that Bombos was in Eastern, so you didn't have to double dip Eastern Palace,
Yeah.
for example. And so, Hacksaww, can you walk us through how you left the big chest of Turtle Rock and what brought you back?
Well, I remember commentating a race last night for somebody. I don't remember who it was. And I remember asking him later why they went into the middle of Turtle Rock instead of going in from the back. Because I was a little bit confused by that play. And yeah, I went in from the back, and I should have gone in from the middle.
I think you
While
find
you
the
were-
answer to your question.
I totally had the intention of going in, clearing Turtle Rock, coming out, mirroring, using the portal right on top of Turtle Rock, and going and grabbing the big chest and what's the other one there? Mimic Cave.
Mhm.
I forgot to do it.
Yeah, I was worried about that. It's just there's so much to keep track of. That getting progression in a dungeon can kind of distract you from keeping the count in the dungeon. That's what happens to me anyway.
Yeah, I have a lot of trouble keeping track of the item count in the dungeons, so I've started relying on just do I have map and do I have compass. And at that point I had map and compass, so I thought I had everything. But, not so much.
T-Rock doesn't have terribly many keys for that to be reliable.
Well, how do you mean? Because it does have 4 keys.
It does have 4. I think the item ratio, item to chest ratio, at least it feels a bit higher. At least compared to like Meyer to that 2 items and 4 keys versus like 6, 7 items to 4 keys.
Yeah.
Yeah, but see, I can count to 2 though. 5, I got to take off a shoe or something.
Oh my goodness. Well, any last thoughts before we wrap things up for the night?
I can't believe none of those pendants had anything in them. Or anything for progression.
Just half magic.
Flippers.
Yeah, no, that's a good point. You got a blessed nothing in pendant seed.
Yeah.
Wasn't there flippers in Thieves Town?
In what?
In Thieves Town wasn't flippers in there?
No, it was in Hyrule Castle.
Yeah, well, the
Oh.
4th pendant dungeon.
Never mind.
Yeah.
I've been watching too many races.
It happens.
Yeah, the pendants literally had nothing, so...
Yeah, and then with this particular set, it's like, okay, these are dungeons I would like to dip anyways. Because I almost always dip Thieves and Skull regardless. Sometimes Pod. But I kind of wanted to make my East Death Mountain trip a little bit more changed, so it's like, okay, might as well just toss in Pod with this.
Yeah, you gotta.
Yeah, and I totally skipped all that stuff. I got the front half of Thieves Town, but I skipped the rest of it.
Yeah, that was interesting.
Yeah, and since I didn't have Mirror at the point, it's like, well, let's go ahead and go deeper and just finish it so I don't so I don't end up in fake Dark World. Or, yeah.
Yeah. So how do you both feel about your chances and how it's going in the group stages?
I think I need to actually start checking into the statistics on the distributions a little bit. Actually study that a bit.
That's a good idea.
It's like, it's so hard deciding what kind of routing strategy you want to do since there's so many different things. I started doing what I do on the start, like last week, where I check Sanctuary, go straight to Lost Woods, save and quit from the Thieves Cavern or whatever, then go back to Link's house, check Island, check the hook, and then clip on over to CAC from there. It's like generally I'd like to think by the time I get done with Hobo, I'd have bombs or 50 rupees to buy bombs. By the time I hit CAC. And hopefully before the well.
Right. And you had an early hobo check, right? So that earned you a sword much sooner than Hacksaww.
Oh yeah.
Unfortunately, it made your Lanmolas fight slower because by the time Hacksaww got around to Desert, the back of Desert, he had silver arrows and
Oh.
tempered sword. It also led him on a good route toward Mire. So that accounted for his early cane.
Yeah.
And look at this, we have two, and by the way, I'm interrupting Hacksaww, but we have 182 items for both of you.
Nice.
Oh wow.
Yeah, that's pretty great. How did I end up with that many more hearts?
Good question.
Probably just,
Well, I never bothered with Lake Hylia heart. Then I have no idea what was on right side GT or upper GT.
Oh, right side GT. Upper
Oh
GT.
yeah, I checked all that stuff. Yeah, I don't know. It happens. Like, I just gotta not forget locations. That's all it is. If I remember that location, I finish this seed way faster than I did. But yeah, it happens. It's usually tournaments that it happens to me, and oh well.
Yeah, you
Next time.
kind of
Yeah.
had the edge otherwise, but we were also like, but we also know what it's like to already have a location marked off in his head, so yeah.
That's always the worst feeling, especially when it comes to those locations that you check like 99% of the time and then you accidentally miss it.
Yep.
Yeah, exactly. And yeah, just happens to be I forgot one today, so I ended up paying the price for it.
I'm not
Hopefully
sure.
it doesn't happen next time.
We got a ton more matches to go.
Yes.
Exactly. I got like 7 more matches to go. We still got a shot at this.
Oh yeah.
I'm
Alright,
looking
well-
forward to it.
GG, guys. You guys, if nothing else to say, I think we'll wrap things up.
Yeah, just want to say thanks for YouTube for commentating, Math Girl and Checks. Thanks for the restream. Thanks for Speed Gaming, and thanks for everybody for watching.
Indeed.
Thanks for racing.
Thank you, indeed. Alright, well, with that, I have been MathGirl718, and I'll leave you the last word, Checks Human.
Thank you, Math Girl. It's been great commentating with you. Everyone have a great night, and see you next time.